dynamic. But today we'll be making a mixed berry Swiss roll. I'll be making the jam from scratch, and we have some whipped cream in it too. But like, let's get to the little channel update. Right now, as you can see, I'm cooking now. I felt like my channel's on a trajectory of over-consuming in a way that I just didn't feel as if it's like, I can't sustain this as a channel, something I can repeatedly get into. So basically the past couple months, and I've been building and upgrading, and if you've already been checking out and looking at my shorts, you can see I've already been cooking and getting more custom and set in my kitchen. Oh, it's been a long journey with this thing, y'all. If you have seen how much it has grown in the past year, I'm so happy. Like, y'all, I got me a KitchenAid. But nonetheless, let's get into what we're making today. I'm making a Swiss roll cake with mixed berry jam. I'm making from scratch. Let's hope everything goes good. This is like a tester run, y'all. Like, y'all might get to, this might be horrific. I may be too hopeful. I might be going into a horror scene, or might be making a Disney movie. Like, we don't, the energy has not yet been defined yet. But I'm gonna be going for my, like, you know, as positive and as hopeful as possible. And honestly, y'all, let's get our aprons on. Let's get this going. Let's do this. Okay, so now we're making the jam. Really easy recipe. Basically, we're gonna start with putting everything in the, let's get this on first. We'll get everything in the Dutch oven. Y'all, it's getting, there we go. Okay, no. Y'all. There we go. Do that first. So now we're going to add in the berries. So those are getting warm real quickly. Since they are frozen, I am going to warm them up a bit before I start adding in some of the other ingredients. I need to make sure I have a towel and the oven mitt with me. Okay, so we're going to let this do its thing a little bit. I might actually add some more berries. We'll see. Actually, I'm rolling with this towel. And y'all, I do have a fire extinguisher. There's one close in the vicinity. Safety first, as always. I'm just letting the berries cook up some. I'm gonna add in the lemon juice. The sugar. Stir all that together. I'm going to keep stirring. Then I'm going to let it cook for a bit. Turn up the heat some. Throw on the top, let it do its thing. Come back, we got a hard boil. Then it's gonna start thickening up, and then I'm gonna get it ready. Add some vanilla extract. Smash up the berries because I want more of a mushy texture. But actual, like, the fruit staying in it. I'll be using it like ASAP, so I'm trying to recover. I'm gonna get the temperature to the right spot. I'm gonna take it off the heat. I'm gonna keep the top on it so it can just like carry over cook. Let's do its thing. Okay, now y'all, we are on to the cake. This is the best part, my favorite part. Let's get into it. Basically, let me start with the oven. I need to preheat this to 400. And I'm gonna prep the baking pan. So I'm just gonna be moving the eggs for right now, putting some of the things that I know that are gonna be going together in the same area. Let's go. So first I'm gonna measure out the paper. This is my first time using this, so let's, I mean, I've heard good things about it. The pan, own it, y'all. As you see, I'm running out. I need to go to the store and get, like, honestly, so many more cans. I love this stuff, especially for the flour and butter. It's great time. So then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna really just glide it over here, get it all the way set down. So it's a little ripped, but that's fine. It's just going to be okay. So the pan is prepped, and I'm just gonna set it right here. We're gonna get this started. So I already have the cake flour sifted. Then I'm going to combine this together. A little bit of fine salt, and I'm doing it through the sifter, just, I don't know, just to make sure. Just to make sure. And so now that's sifted up and that's together. I'm going to start with the eggs, and then we're going to zoom in and come in, basically watch this rise and get it going. So now I'm adding in the eggs and then the egg yolks. So this recipe has a lot of eggs. This is pretty much what's giving the cake most of its structure, and that's why we're whipping them up, which I'm basically about to get them pretty frothy. Oh, and I'm using a hand mixer because I need to use multiple bowls and I only have one KitchenAid bowl, so it's just more convenient to do it with a hand mixer. And so now I'm adding in some of the half the sugar. I'm whipping that up. And now we're pretty much trying to get it like 4 times the size. We're going to be adding in the flour mixture that we prepped earlier in the video. Do that in segments. Basically build this batter up slowly. And make sure there's no flour bombs. Now I'm adding the whites into a clean bowl. Adding in some cornstarch. Whipping that up. I'm getting that frothy. Look at that. I'm pretty much going to add the rest of that sugar into it. Then I'm going to mix that up. And look at it. It's pretty much, it's kind of got like a whipped cream but flat consistency look. I'm going to add a small portion of that into the batter. Gonna fold that into each other slowly but surely. And we're gonna fold because we already whipped up everything, and now it's pretty much not trying to deflate it. Getting everything incorporated. It is a real workout, this cake, for sure. But it's definitely a reward for all the hard work. So now we're going to get that pan we prepped earlier and spread the batter. It's pretty fluid, so I think, like, you shouldn't have to do too many swipes. If just try to like distribute it as evenly and just fill out the edges, which is what I usually do. Because if you swipe too much, you can mess up your cake. It won't bake correctly. And I'm just scraping. Now it's ready to put in the oven. You see some of the air bubbles. And that oven is at 400. Gonna let it stay in for about 7 minutes. We already prepped up the station, which is pretty much a towel and something to put the hot pan on. I'm gonna spread some powdered sugar all over the top evenly. Then I'm gonna proceed and add the powdered sugar to the towel. So it's like a layer of powdered sugar between both of them. Now this is the most suspenseful part. I'm going to flip the cake. And you know, the towel did a little weird thing, but that was easy fix. And now pretty much gonna kind of pat on the cake to get it like exactly what it usually should do. Now I'm gonna roll up the cake and let that cool. Okay, now y'all, the cake is cooling and I'm gonna start on this whipped cream real quick. It's gonna be a very simple combination. I'm gonna sift some of this in here. Okay, we got all those ingredients, a heavy cream, powdered sugar, and some vanilla. Very simple whipped cream recipe. Okay, so we're gonna start whipping it up. Oh, first things first, I probably should plug it in. Oh. Oops. I'm gonna start whipping it up. I'm gonna start at low speed, basically just so it can form a little. Gonna get this all together. So now I'm basically just whipping up that whipped cream, which I basically done this whole like recipe, just whipping stuff up. Now I'm gonna spread it evenly throughout the cake that has been cooled. Then I decided that drizzling the jam would be easier than trying to like swipe it on it. So we're gonna drizzle it throughout. Now we're gonna roll up the cake as confidently as possible. Gonna transfer it now to a pretty plate. Swiftly clean up that plate. I now realize I should have did a little bit more drizzle onto the cake, but right now I'm gonna start with some whipped cream. Gonna do a little path down the aisle, I guess. I'm gonna add the jelly that fell off. Gonna add some fresh fruit. Decorate it, make it look a little fancy. Okay, here it is, y'all. We've done finished the mixed berry Swiss roll cake. We made the jam and whipped cream, all of it. We whipped it up together. And while I'll say I had a grand old time, I hope you guys had a great time. If you enjoyed this video, like, share it, tell your friends. And you have any tips or tricks, you know, anything I would like to know, just drop it down in the comments. I'd love to hear anything you guys got to say about, you know, food, fun, and especially on the trajectory of the channel. If you've been keeping up with us, if I will still be doing clothes videos, just I couldn't dedicate my whole channel to that. So just know I'm still gonna be doing them. But most importantly, this whole experience was fun. I can't wait to do it again. So, you know, let's join the Beary fam, y'all, and enjoy the next video. It should be, you know, hopefully it autos.